You got to be able to make adjustments and adapt. When life starts happening, life not gonna stop. Life not gonna be like, you know what? Damn, man, I ain't have to do them like that. I'm gonna just slow down just a little bit just so he can catch up. That's not gonna happen. Every Friday, I have CEO days. Every Friday, I have CEO days. That's me working on my business. That's me working on different strategies. That's me working on different content. That's me working on different ways to better myself, different ways to better my business, different ways to take my business to the next level. Get out your own way, but you have to be consistent. So whatever you're doing, wake up and do and go after that thing every single day. What it do? I'm Bobby, aka the Augusta CarGuy. Thank y'all for tuning in to Side Hustle, the CEO podcast, where we inspire entrepreneurs like yourself to be great. Growth, resilience, empowerment, alignment, thrive. I go out and get the information from the people who got it, and I bring it back to my platform for us, the people who need it. This is the podcast that empowers entrepreneurs one step at a time to take their growth to the next level. Future CEOs, future millionaire entrepreneurs, man, what it do? How y'all living? How y'all week going this week? So listen, we gonna have a conversation today about what's going on in America. So before we get to what we gonna talk about today, we got to have this conversation about what's going on in America. Because again, like we talked about last week, we have to be aware of what's going on in our backyard for us to understand how to grow as an individual, how to grow our businesses, how to grow our finances. Like, this is the stuff that we need to understand as Americans. That's what's going on in America that's affecting us as Americans. We need to understand. So what's recently been going on is Palestine and Israel. Palestine and Israel. So it's unfortunate that, you know, all that stuff is going on, and I hate that innocent people and children had to get involved behind whatever they've been having going on for decades. Like, it's crazy to get out of hand. But me personally, I have no take in what's going on, and I honestly, really, truly don't care. At the end of the day, I don't think that as Americans or that our American troops should get involved with what's going on in Israel and Palestine. Because for one, ain't got shit to do with us. For two, that's they beat. Let them handle what they got going on. And obviously, the Palestinians they fed up with Israel. They fed up. They trying to fight back. They trying to, man, listen, I'm not gonna get into that, but listen, if America goes to war, or if America jumps in to the war, as they always do, and I'm only speaking on this because I'm prior military myself. I used to be in the Air Force. So there's a lot of stuff that went on when I was in that is still going on now that I still don't understand why we do certain things. But at the end of the day, that's above me. Hey, listen, I can't do nothing about it. But if America jumps into this war, it is going to affect our economy. Like, it is going to affect our economy a lot. And I don't think that us as Americans are paying attention to that, or paying attention to what could happen. So, as y'all already know, Palestine, the Hamas, they attacked Israel. And Joe Biden, he said that he's going to support Israel 100%. 100% he's going to support them. So they already talking about sending 2,000 plus troops over there to get into this fight that has nothing to do with us. But again, we got a bunch of jackasses running the country right now. So hey, it is what it is. So, but again, as you being a business owner, as you being a future CEO, as you being a future millionaire, you got to understand how to pivot in these situations. You got to understand how to take control over these situations. Now, this is something that you or I, we cannot control. Like, what's going on in Israel and Palestine, we can't control that. what's going on, and with us possibly jumping into this war, we can't control that. We can't control that at all. But we can control our finances. We can control how we spend our money. We can control what goes on in our household, right or wrong. We can definitely control that. We can definitely control what goes on in our immediate area, our house. That's the only thing that we need to be focusing on, what's going on inside of our house. We don't need to be focusing on anything else. But if we do go to war, man, it's a possibility that oil is probably going to rise $30 more per barrel, which is probably going to take up gas prices from what they are now to probably 75 cents to $1 more than what they are currently are right now. And as y'all already know, they're already high. Gas prices are already up there. We've been complaining. Well, I haven't really been complaining about it, but you see it on social media, you see in the news, you see in the media, you see in public that food has gone crazy. Gas, of course, has gone through the roof. You see all this stuff going on. If we go to war, all of this stuff is going to go up. There is no money in going to war. There is no money. Well, I'm not going to say, well, it ain't no money going to war. But as I said earlier, if you can pivot and understand these situations, you can grow during these times, during these downtimes. This is the best time for you to grow. This is the best time for you to understand what's going on in your business. This is the best time for you to focus on self. For you to personal develop yourself. This is the time for you to do that. While everybody is in a frenzy, while everybody is going crazy, while everybody is focused on what's going on in Israel and Palestine, we need to focus on what's going on right here in our backyard. If they already going to war, that's their beef. If we jump into that beef, interest rates gonna go up. So we already having trouble with inflation as it is right now. We talked about on the last show how we are $17.6 trillion in debt, household debt. We talked about on the last episode that the average American is 60 days behind 2 or more bills. 60 days behind 2 or more bills. If we go to war, this is going to affect you. This is going to affect you big time. This is going to affect you a lot. Man, we not paying attention to that stuff. We talking about the latest trends on social media. Sexy Red being pregnant. JT and Glorilla fighting. Why is that even a topic? Why does that even matter? Why does any of that stuff even matter? We talking about, we sharing stupid shit like, does a man and a woman supposed to split bills? What the fuck? Why does that matter? Why does any of that matter? How is that going to put money in your pocket? How is that going to help you grow your business? How is that going to help you take care of your family? How? How is any of that stuff going to help you do any of that stuff? Listen, man, like I said, we focused on, well, Black America, not all of us, not everybody, but we focused on these rappers. We focus on what's trending on Black Twitter. We focus on what's going on Instagram. We focus on all this other stuff that has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with us. Black, white, Mexican, it has none of this stuff that's going on has nothing to do with none of us. Nothing to do with none of us. But yet, we're talking about Sexy Red, yet we're talking about JT and Glorilla, yet we're talking about everything else that's trending in these rappers' lives that they don't care about you either. They don't know who you are. They don't care about you at all. But we care about what's going on in their personal lives. Come on, man, we got to get it together. We got to get it together. You know, Craig? Yeah, Craig got fired yesterday. What the fuck that got to do with me? That's how some of y'all attitude need to be when these people are sending y'all this stuff that goes on outside of y'all household that has nothing to do with y'all household. This is what y'all need to tell those people when they sending you stuff that's trending on Black Twitter that has nothing to do with your business. This is the stuff that's what you need to tell your friends who are distracting you from your mission. What the fuck they got to do with me? What they got to do with me getting rich? What they got to do with me taking care of my people? What they got to do with me changing my situation? Tune all of that shit out because it has nothing to do with you. If it ain't got nothing to do with your kids, your significant other, whoever, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever that may be, husband, wife, whoever that may be, if it ain't got nothing to do with your household, if it has nothing to do with your immediate circle, you need to tune it out. You need to tune it out. You need to get rid of it. When that stuff come across social media, man, keep scrolling. Go past it. Don't stop and read it. Don't stop and read none of that trending news that don't have nothing to do with your business. If it's not directly applying to your business or directly applying to you, to your personal development, don't worry about that stuff. That stuff is going to be there. You don't need to worry about that. Right now, you need to be focused on how you can survive, how you can prepare for what's coming in 2024. Because it's about to get ugly. It's about to get real ugly. And when it get ugly, guess what? We always behind the 8 ball. We always behind the curve. We always the last to figure shit out. Just like with credit. When credit started booming in 2019, 2020, man, people been using credit, man. People been, as far as credit repair, I'm speaking on, man, they've been doing that. They've been understanding how their finances work. They've been understanding how their credit work, how their credit applies to them. They've been understanding how they can leverage their credit to grow their businesses. They've been understanding that. But yet, here we are, as Black Americans, we just now getting on the bandwagon in 2020. The train been left the station. But we so focused on the NBA. We so focused on what's going on in the NFL. We so focused on what's going on Twitter. We so focused on what's going on Instagram. We so focused on all this other stuff. That has nothing to do with us. That has nothing to do with your business. That has nothing to do with your growth. Yet again, we talking about all this stuff, but we could possibly go to war and send 2,000 of our American troops into a fight that has nothing to do with them. Send troops into a battle that could potentially get them killed. They can potentially get them taken away from their loved ones. But we're not thinking about that. We're not talking about that issue. We're not talking about the issue of, again, if we go to war, how the barrels of oil is going to go up, how the cost per barrel of oil will go up. Right now it's at like $95. It's like $95 a barrel. If we go to war, it's guaranteed to go up at least $30 to $35 per gallon. That's what history shows us. Every time we go to war, the first thing that goes up is oil. But guess what? Guess what oil does for you? That every time you stop at the gas station, guess what they're using? It comes from oil. If prices of oil go up, the prices of gasoline are gonna go up. If the prices of oil go up, the prices of gasoline will go up. So if the prices of gasoline go up, well, if the prices of oil go up, gasoline is gonna go up, diesel's gonna go up. So guess what that means? If the diesel prices go up, y'all ordering all that stuff from Amazon. How you think it's getting there? Somebody transporting it. How do you think it's getting to Amazon fulfillment center? By 18-wheeler. What does 18-wheelers use for gasoline? They use diesel. So that's gonna make, man, listen, y'all, it's gonna make what you paying for on Amazon, it's gonna go up as well. Because they gotta pay the people who bring it in. And if they gotta pay him more, guess what? Supply and demand. I gotta pay him more, so guess what? I gotta spend more. I gotta charge you more. If I got to pay him more, I got to charge you more. You gotta give something to get a little bit, right? If I gotta pay him more, I gotta charge you more. If you want this stuff to be delivered one day prime, listen, open up your pocketbook, open up your wallet. You got to pay me. That's what's gonna happen at Amazon. You ordering from Amazon. You ordering from Walmart online, Target online. All these things that we order offline, the prices will go up if we go to war. But yet we don't care about that. We don't care about none of that stuff. We don't care about any of the stuff that affects us directly. Any of the stuff that's going to direct our pockets, we don't care about none of that stuff, man. We don't care that the average household is $17.6 trillion in household debt. And guess who most of those $17.6 trillion dollars in debt come from? Black America. Come on, man. Hey, get it together, man. Get it together. Listen, the economy is real shaky right now. Now, all of this started from the pandemic, aka the bandemic, because you know why? They was giving out them free bands. They was printing, man, they printed $13 trillion during the pandemic. $13 trillion. Listen, our money is not backed by anything anymore. I mean, it's backed by, it's the petrodollar, it's backed by oil, but it's that oil is not as valuable as the gold that it was backed by. So every time they print money, every time they print this imaginary money they got, all the money they passed out in the pandemic, aka the bandemic, free bands, all the money they passed out is catching up to us. All that money they printed is catching up to us. And the economy is showing how it's catching up to us. Man, everything high right now, and I'm not complaining. Listen, because I got to put gas in the car. We got to eat. That's something that's out of my control. That's something that I can't personally do anything about. That's something that you personally can't do anything about. So I don't really worry about stuff that's out of my control. This war stuff, I'm only telling you this so you can be aware. I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm not telling you this for no other reason but awareness. You need to be aware of what's going on in your own backyard. You need to be aware of this stuff, because if you are a business owner, especially a small business owner, you will be affected by all this stuff that's going on. If you plan on being a future CEO, you need to understand this stuff. You need to understand how the market fluctuates during bad times, and this is a bad time. Again, in my opinion, I don't think we should send any of our troops to war for behind their foolishness. I mean, that shit been going on since the 40s. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with us. Let them kill each other. If that's what they want to do, let them go at it. When they come to American soil, that's when we should respond. Other than that, man, let them folks do what they do. So I'm gonna give y'all 5 secrets to jumpstart y'all cash flow. And this is 5 secrets that a lot of millionaires are currently on. They do this all the time. These are 5 steps that millionaires are currently already doing. The first thing you need to do is you need to create a game plan. We've had this conversation before. I've told y'all before. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I'm gonna say it again. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. You need to create a game plan. That's number 1. For the rest of this year, focus on saving your money. Focus on putting your money to the side. If you work a 9 to 5 right now, every time you get paid, you need to take some money out for yourself, and you need to pay yourself. If you are a CEO, future CEO, if you have a small business, if you are an entrepreneur, when you make sales, take some money out for yourself and put it away. However you plan to save it. Now, I don't recommend you putting it in a shoebox or something like that. I recommend you looking into either like some sort of savings account that's gonna give you some type of return on the money that you put in the account, some sort of return of your investment, some sort of high yield savings account, some sort of CD account, some sort of money market account. That's your choice. Do your own research, but you need to have a game plan for your money. You need to have a game plan on what you plan on doing with your money. That's how you're gonna make your money grow. So what I'm doing is I'm definitely saving money. Definitely putting money away. I have money in the stock market, which I'm not advising any of y'all to do any of this stuff. I'm not giving y'all financial advice or anything like that. I'm just telling y'all what I'm doing. So I do have money in the stock market that I'm investing. I do have two mutual funds. Um, I am about to open up a broker. Well, I already opened up a broker's account. I've invested in life insurance. It's a bunch of different stuff that I'm doing to make my money work for it. My money has to work for my money. I don't want to work for my money, but my money got to work, if that makes sense. So that's number one. You need to create a game plan. Like I said, for the rest of this year, man, you need to find a vehicle to put your money in. When I say a vehicle, I'm referring to like some sort of account, some sort of instrument that's going to help your money grow, or something that's going to help your money make interest. You need to do some research. Figure it out. I don't know what works for you. I don't know how your finances look. I only know what works for me. So again, I'm not giving y'all financial advice. I'm not telling y'all any type of financial advice. I'm just telling y'all what I'm doing, and this is what I've researched. This is what I've just took my time on. So it's just something that I'm doing. Not telling y'all should do it. If it works for you, hey, do it. But that's what worked for me. That's what worked for my situation. And you gotta be patient. Like I said, it's a slow time right now, so take all the time you need to learn, but don't take too long. From what they predicting, they saying that it could get worse than what it is by March of 2024. And if it gets worse, you need to be prepared. So that's why I'm telling you these things, so you can understand what's going on in the economy. Because what you don't know will hurt you. What you don't know will hurt you. It will definitely hurt you. But like I said, don't be impatient. Figure it out. You got time. You got time to grow. You got time to learn. People not really spending money right now. Money is not really flowing right now. You got a lot of time. You don't have a lot of time, but you do have time to figure out what you need to do. So figure it out. Take your time and figure it out. Figure it out right now. After you watch this video, go create your game plan. Go create your game plan for your money of what you plan on doing for the rest of the year. I'm not making no major purchases for the rest of the year. I probably won't make any major purchases for the next year or so, because who knows how long this is going to go on. But I definitely got to put myself into a better position. I got to put my family into a better position. I got a lot of people that's dependent on me, so I got to put. Well, I do have a lot of people that's dependent on me, but I'm not really focused on that right now. But if I get myself right, I can help get other people right, especially my family, especially the people that I directly care about. And if I get myself right, I can help get them right. But somebody got to figure it out. And I'm choosing to be the one to figure it out. I'm choosing to be the one to put the flag down and say, we not stepping into poverty no more. My kids won't know what poverty look like. They'll understand it because we'll talk about it. They'll see what I went through. I'll show them and explain to them what I went through and what me and my brothers and sisters went through. I'll explain it to them. I'll show them, but they won't experience it because I got a game plan. They won't experience that at all because I got a game plan. I am the plan, but create a game plan though. Seriously, like create a game plan. The next thing you need to do, number 2, you need to be flexible. You need to be flexible. Life is going to life. Shit is gonna happen. And when shit happens, you gotta figure out how to pivot and keep going. If life knocks you down, get up, dust yourself off. It might hurt. Wipe yourself off. If you gotta put some ice on your bruises, put some ice on you. But you gotta get back right. You gotta get back in the game. So you gotta be flexible. You have to be. You gotta be able to. You gotta be able to make adjustments and adapt. When life starts happening, life not gonna stop. Life not gonna be like, you know what? Damn, man, I ain't have to do them like that. I'm gonna just slow down just a little bit just so he can catch up. That's not gonna happen. Life gonna keep going. Everybody around you just gonna keep going. and they're gonna keep doing what they do. Nobody cares about you or your people how you should care about you and your people. So as a business owner, when times get bad, because it gets bad for everybody. Everybody go through some shit. Everybody go through a period to where they ain't making a lot of sales. Everybody go through a period to where they're not getting new customers. They're not getting new clientele. Everybody go through that period. But when you going through that period, what you gonna do? You just gonna let life smack you around, or you gonna stand up and fight? You gonna stand up and get busy? What you gonna do? You gonna just stand up and let them? Yeah. You gonna let them do that to you? Nah, you can't do that. So that's number 2. You need to be flexible. Be flexible. Make adjustments and adapt to your surroundings. Adapt to your situation. Adapt to whatever that's going on in your immediate area. Even if it's not in your immediate area, like this war that's going on, you gotta learn to adjust and adapt to that as well too. You gotta adapt to what's going on. You gotta adapt to the economy. The economy is messed up right now, so you have to adapt to the economy. Number 3, you need to do this, and some of y'all may be doing this, but this is something that I take very seriously. Like, you need to invest in your business. The money that you make, don't just spend it. Have fun, but invest some of that money back into your business. How else will your business grow if you don't take the time to invest into your business? If you don't take the time to, and it don't even have to be monetarily. Investing in your business could be you learning a new skill, you learning more knowledge. Investing in your business could be you getting better at personal development. You developing yourself. That's an investment into your business as well, because your business will reflect you. If you're doing good as a person, more than likely your business is going to do good. So focus on growth. Invest in your business. Invest in your business. Focus on growth. Don't be so focused on being busy in your business. Don't be so focused on, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. But when you doing, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, you just really spinning wheels. You ain't really having motion. You ain't really having no motion when you're doing that. Focus more on working on your business. Again, that can be learning a new skill. That can be learning new strategies. That can be learning how to take your business to the next level. So every Friday, I have CEO days. Every Friday, I have CEO days. That's me working on my business. That's me working on different strategies. That's me working on different content. That's me working on different ways to better myself, different ways to better my business, different ways to take my business to the next level. So Fridays is my CEO days. You need to have a CEO day, whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It doesn't matter. You need to pick a time, you need to pick a day. When you pick that time, when you pick that day, for instance, if it's Friday, mine is Friday. On my CEO days, from 8 a.m. to about 1 p.m., I'm working on my business. I'm working on something that's going to take me to the next level. I'm focused on something that's going to help me grow. Those are my CEO days on Fridays. That's me investing in my business. Investing my time into my business is, investing time into your business is the same as you putting money into it. Because you figuring out a way how to get more money, right? If you bettering yourself, working on your knowledge, working on personal development, working on you as a person, that's you figuring out how to get in front of more people. That's you figuring out how to make more sales. That's you figuring out how to make your business better. But you won't do any of those things if you don't invest. If you don't invest back into your business. If y'all stop worrying about what's going on Black Twitter, you might understand that stuff. You might figure that stuff out. But invest back into your business. Create you some strategies. Put you some systems together. Okay, I'm gonna give you a system for an example. creating like a CRM, which is a customer research management system. So focus on putting you some sort of way that you can track your customers. Focus on putting you some sort of system together so you can track how many people click on your website. Focus on putting a system together so you know how many people you need to call, how many people you need to email, how many people you need to get in front of. Focus on some sort of system that's going to help you grow. Focus on some sort of system that's going to help you delegate tasks. That's going to help you remove some of yourself out of your business. Because you working in the business, you're just self-employed. You're not really a CEO if you work. Well, you could be. But what I'm getting at is, as far as you being an owner, you have to learn to remove yourself out of the equation. If you see Jeff Bezos at Walmart, not Walmart, but if you see Jeff Bezos at any one of the Amazon fulfillment centers, something has terribly went wrong. You will never see Jeff Bezos at Amazon. Not working anyways. You will never see that man in there working, packaging packages, putting stuff in a box to send out. Man, you will never see that man doing those stuff like that. Same go with any of these other companies. You will never see the head person that's in charge doing anything in their business because they're trying to remove themselves out of the business. Does that make sense? Focus on those systems. When you have those systems in place, those systems will help you. It will help everything run smoothly. It will help you alleviate pressure off your shoulders. It will help you delegate tasks to whomever. It will help you take some of the pressure off of you. But you got to put the systems in place first in order for you to have a smooth running business. And if you're trying to have a smooth running business, you got to put some sort of system in place. You got to put some sort of system in place. So that's number 3, which was invest in your business. So number 4 is be aware of bad habits. Now, that's something that we all deal with. Bad habits. We all got some sort of bad habit. We all got some sort of bad habit that we can't seem to shake, that we can't break, that we can't get around. We got bad habits. Focus on, be aware of the bad habit first. Understand what you're doing wrong as a bad habit and mark it as a bad habit. Write that bad habit down. And then you should focus on creating good habits. Whatever that good habit is for you, you need to focus on it. The good habits that I focus on creating is waking up early. I had a bad habit of sleeping in. If you sleeping past 10 o'clock, you might as well stay asleep. Especially if you a business owner, if you're a CEO, if you sleeping past 10 o'clock, you might as well stay asleep because half the day is already gone. Most of the people that I study, most of the people that I look up to, most of the people that I follow, most of the people that have intrigued my interest, they all wake up early. Most of them wake up with the sun. They wait when the sun rises, they waking up. So if that's 6 a.m., they getting up at 6. If it's at 5, they getting up at 5. Some of them beat the sun up. That's my focus. The good habit I'm creating is to wake up before the sun. Before the sun hit the horizon, I'm out of bed. I'm outside doing meditations. That's a good habit that I'm creating for myself. I'm creating that good habit I'm working on myself. Again, I just told y'all, if y'all work on yourself, you working on your business if you got a business. If you working on yourself, you are working on your business. Because at the end of the day, you are the business. The business don't move unless you say so. The business don't move unless you move it. So yeah, be aware of those bad habits. That's number 4. Number 5, and this is one that's really important as well. Be consistent. Be consistent. Consistent. So this for me is the most consistent I've ever been in my life. This is the most consistency I've had in my life. This is episode 19. So that means I'm 19 weeks in of doing this podcast. That's consistency. 19 weeks, it's not a long time, but it's a long time. That's enough for me. It's good enough for me. I'm not gonna say I haven't been consistent, never been consistent. I've always been consistent at doing the wrong shit. Now I'm being consistent at doing the right shit. I'm doing the stuff that I need to do. I'm getting out of my own way. I'm getting out of my own way. That's what they say. If you want to do good, you got to get out your own way. Get out your own way, but you have to be consistent. So whatever you're doing, wake up and do and go after that thing every single day. Now, being consistent don't mean you have to do something every day. As I just said with the CEO days, I do it every Friday. That's me being consistent. That's consistency. Me doing that every Friday. This podcast, I do it every Wednesday. Every Wednesday. Every Wednesday at 5 o'clock, my podcast is gonna be viewable on YouTube. Every Wednesday, rain, snow, sleet, whatever. Y'all gonna see me on Wednesdays. That's consistency. On Fridays, I'm gonna have my CEO days. That's consistency. Every morning, I'm waking up and I'm meditating. That's consistency. When you start to be consistent, your life will reflect that. Your life will reflect consistency. But you gotta do it first. You gotta be consistent first. You gotta get out there first. You gotta start something. You gotta start. You gotta do it. Once you start doing it, keep doing it. If it get hard, it's gonna get hard. Again, learn to adjust and adapt. When it gets hard, when life starts lifing, don't just lay down. Don't give up. Don't quit. Get up. Dust your stuff off. Keep going. Keep going. So listen. That's pretty much it of what we're gonna talk about. So I'm gonna go back over those 5 secrets to jumpstart your cash flow. 1, create a game plan. If you plan to fail, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you don't make a plan, you're gonna fail. It is what it is. If you don't plan, if you don't create good habits, you're gonna keep doing what you've been doing. 2, be flexible. When life happens, when life starts throwing stones at you, throwing rocks at you, duck. If you can't duck, if you get hit, wipe it off. Keep going. Adjust and adapt. Be flexible. Shit gonna happen. And especially as a business owner, shit always happens. Nothing ever goes right. But that's the chances that we gotta take to be future CEOs, future millionaires, the people that plant the flag and say that I'm not gonna go through poverty no more. I'm not gonna deal with the bullshit no more. My kids gonna have the best. My kids gonna have better than I had. I'm gonna create legacies for my children. I'm gonna create businesses for my children. Why we always gotta be behind? Why we always gotta deal with the BS? I'm trying to prevent my children from doing that. As you do. So be flexible, make adjustments and adapt. Number 3, invest in your business. Again, investing in yourself, personal development, investing in knowledge, going to networking events, paying for courses, paying for webinars. That's all beneficial towards your business. That's investing in your business. So invest in your business. Work on your business versus you being so busy in your business. Invest in your business. That's number 3. Number 4. Number 4. Be aware of your bad habits. If you keep doing the same dumb shit, you only gonna get dumbass results. That's it. You're not gonna get good results. You're gonna get dumb results. So tighten up. Tighten up, tighten up. Be aware of your bad habits. Create good habits. Do what you gotta do. Just stop making bad habits. Stop making bad choices. Stop making bad choices. And if you do make a bad choice, it's life. It's cool. We human. Adjust, adapt, fix it. Move on. Keep going. Don't stop, don't cry. Just keep going. Number 5. Be consistent. Be consistent. Whatever you want to do in business, whatever you want to do in life, just be consistent. It doesn't matter, because again, consistency is not every day. Consistency can be once a week. Consistency can be every morning, every evening. It doesn't have to be that. But whatever you choose and you mark on your calendar, stamp it. This is what I'm going to do on Tuesday. This is what I'm going to do. Rain, hail, sun, snow. This is what I'm going to do on Wednesday. No matter what goes on, this is what I'm going to do on Wednesday. No matter what goes on, this is what I'm going to do on Thursday. No matter what happens in my life, this is what I'm going to do on Friday. Be consistent. Stamp it. Stand on it. This is what I'm going to do. Be consistent at doing that thing. And it don't have to be multiple things that you have to be doing. Just do one thing and be consistent at it. One thing and be consistent at it. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Man, listen. The hardest part of the journey, the hardest part of y'all's journey, the hardest part of our journey is to take the first step. That's the hardest part. The hardest part is to start. But once you get started, be consistent. Keep the train going. Keep moving. Stop, man, listen, it's also, man, again, man, stop worrying about what's going on Twitter. Stop worrying about what's going on Instagram. Man, get this money. Focus on getting in front of more customers. Focus on saving more money. Focus on putting more money back into your business. Don't waste your time worrying about what these dumbass internet people doing, man. Man, forget them folks. If you ain't selling them folks nothing, man, forget them. They got nothing to do with you. They got nothing to do with you. Stop worrying about them. Stop worrying about what goes on Black Twitter. Stop following that shit up that goes on Black Twitter. Stop sharing that shit that goes on Black Twitter. Who cares about who's splitting the bill? How we split the bills in their household? You don't live with them folks. They don't live with you. So why do you care? Why do you care how they split their bills? What is that going to help you do? Is it going to help you get more customers? No, it's not. So stop worrying about what they do. Do you? If you feel the need to split the bills with your person, man, split them. If you feel like you need to pay all the bills, pay all the bills. If you feel like your woman needs to pay, do it. But if it's not going on in your household, if it's not taking money from you, if it's not paying you, mind your own business. Stay in your own household. Stay out them folks' business. Stop worrying about what they're doing. They ain't worried about what your business is doing. They ain't worried about what you're doing in your household. But yet you following up all the rest of these fools on social media. While there's a war going on, we following up what's going on with safety. While there's a war going on that could potentially involve our U.S. troops or our some of y'all brothers and sisters in the military, that could potentially involve them and take them away from y'all, we worried about what's going on Twitter. Come on, man. We trillions of dollars in debt, household debt, mostly in the black household, but we worried about what's going on Twitter. We worried about who can shoot the basketball the best. We worried about I watch basketball. I watch football. I watch all that stuff. But I don't indulge in any of that shit. Like, that shit it don't come before my work. It don't come before my business. It don't come before my family. None of that stuff come before my people. It don't come before myself. I watch it as entertainment. I like to watch football. I like to watch basketball. I like to watch all that stuff. I like to be on social media. I do be on social media. I be on there all the time. But I'm not on there like y'all. I'm not on there. Well, I'm not gonna say y'all, not y'all that's watching me, but the people that's on social media. I'm not on there like that, doing the stuff they're doing. I'm not on there making, sharing, just random ass celebrity news. I'm not sharing that shit because I don't care, and it doesn't apply to me, so it don't matter. But again, if you haven't started, why? If you have started and you stop, why? I understand shit get hard, but guess what? Everybody has something that's going on in life that's hard. But you got some people that keep pushing. You got some people that they focus, they laser focus. They don't care what's going on with everything else outside of what they do. And that's how we gotta be. We gotta be laser focused. We gotta use these times to use these opportunities to our advantage. This is the time that you need to be studying. This is the time that you need to be learning about finances. This is the time that you need to be learning about business. This is the time that you need to be learning about yourself. Some of us don't even know who we are, but we worried about JT and Glorilla. We don't even know who we are, but we worried about what they got going on. We worried about how they split their bills in their household. We worried about that. Again, man, the hardest part of the journey is to start. The hardest part is to take the first step. Take the first step, get out your own way, and make it happen. But before y'all leave, I need y'all to share this video. If y'all like the information that I'm giving out, share this video. Share this video with 3 to 5 of your friends who want, or either they're trying to be an entrepreneur. Share this video with 3 to 5 of your people who you think need to hear this. Share this video. I'm not asking you to go down your contact list and just start sharing, and I'm not asking you to do that. I just need you to share it with 3 to 5 people. That's it. Help me out, man. Listen, I need y'all to spread this message. We need to spread this message. Like, we gotta wake up. I need all of y'all, as far as people who try to be CEOs, the people who try to figure it out, the people that look like me that need more information. I need y'all to wake up. I need y'all to wake up. We can do this. We can do this. But again, keep showing up every Wednesday at 5 o'clock. It's gonna be different every week. Keep showing up every Wednesday at 5 o'clock. We're gonna learn and grow together every week, Wednesday at 5 o'clock. But that's it, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to Side Hustle the CEO. Until next time, man, y'all be easy.